Hey, hey. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. You know who it is. Yep. Your main man. Your boy. E-Hood. What's happening, everybody? What's happening? How is everybody doing? Hey, Tata, how are you? How is everyone doing? I pray that all is really well going with you all today. I really do. I really just pray all is well with you. I'm going to begin to invite people on here, and I am going to really talk about some. Who is going to be real? It is going to be real intense. What I'm going to speak on today for us is going to be very intense. So I hope we all are ready. I hope we all are grown and got our big boy drawers on and big girl panties on, cause it's going to be real, man. But it's going to help us. So, hey Sheila, hey Regina, hey Tiffany, how are you? How you doing, Kathy? I have some stuff to speak to us about that I'm really hoping that we are really open to receive this here. And it's going to hurt some, it's going to hurt us, it's going to hurt you, it's going to hurt me. But hopefully this hurt will bring some healing, because see, what I understand about healing, before the healing comes, there has to be some pain. It got to be some pain. So I'm going to present this here, not so much as a message, but it's going to be a topic on stop being a nigga. I hate that word, nigga. I hate it. But for this topic, it must be spoken on a lot. So I'm going to speak on stop being a nigga. You know, and I really, man, oh, this is going to be kind of hard to really speak on, because we as a black people, and you know, and our son will say, well, this don't refer to me. You know, me and my family, you know, we doing good. You know, we okay. You know, we doing all right. It's okay. And you know, and people don't say that until the issues hit their doorstep. Now you want all in. Hey, Kevin, how you doing, my brother? Hey, Sandy. So people don't really get in on it until it hit their doorstep, and then you're all in now. So now you're all in. So I'm going to speak on stop being a nigga. Man. Whoo, Jesus, it's going to be rough. Now, I'm bringing this topic up because of the state of our black culture is in. And when I mean state, the mindset that our black culture is in. Hey, little mama, how you doing? And I'm bringing this here up because of the state that our black culture is in as of today, and how we got here. And this is going to be hitting us right in the face. Man, this thing is going to hit us right in the face, and it's going to hit hard. And hopefully we will see ourselves in this here on what I am about to bring forth to the table. Because people don't understand, and we can look at it from different views, but me being a black man, I can only bring it from a black man's perspective. I'm not speaking on no other race today but black folk, my people, us, me, you, us, black folk. This is all about us, black folk. The hardest thing on the planet Earth to be, number one, is a black man. Jesus Christ. Especially a black man with an X on his back. Then, a black woman, and especially a single black woman who's out here without the black man. 3, the black children who are out here without the black parents, especially without the black man. This is why our society, our culture, the black people, the black culture, the black community, this is why we are continually at the bottom of the totem pole, because number one, of ignorance of not knowing who we are. Of ignorance of not knowing who we are. Number two, once we get knowledge, we still stray away from it because we have become so complacent in our things to where now we use things as an excuse to keep doing what we do. We use stuff like, say for instance, like selling drugs. Now the stuff that I'm going to be speaking on today, I am not exempt from it. I've been a part of it, a major part of it. So I am not exempt from it. But there has to come a time when self-accountability must come into play. We black folk, we want to cry racism all the time when a white man come and kill a black man. But we see black people killing black people daily. And you know what we'll say? Especially in Chicago, where I'm from, Chi-Town. You know what we'll say? Oh, that's how we do it in Chirac. The rappers done even made a rap out of it. Yeah, that's how we do it in Chirac. We kill one another. A nigger is an ignorant person. We call each other that like it's your name. Don't understand that words have power. Words have power. And you call yourself niggers. And you wonder why. Because the words have power. And the scripture says over in Proverbs 18 verse 21, the scripture says, death and life is in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit of it. Watch this, whether it be of life or whether it be of death. And we say this word nigger like it's just a common word to use to each other. And don't understand that that's a seed that's being planted inside the black community. And we wonder why our black community act the way it act. Then we use excuse and get mad when another race call us what we call ourselves. And we'll make excuses, and we have black folks who have prominent status on TV. They get up and make excuses for it and make it look cool. And we use it and get mad at the white folk for calling you what you call yourself. And you wonder why we got these black boys out here with their pants sagging down, no honor. See, we look at all this here killing that's going on in Chicago on a impoverished west side and impoverished south side, and we look at all this here killing. But see, that's not the topic. The foundational reason for that, is dishonor. It's dishonor. It's dishonor towards their elders. Dishonor. So all the killing is just harvest from dishonor, because there's no order. And the reason why there's no order is because I truly believe this here. I truly believe this with my whole heart. When the black man was placed out of the black women and the black children's lives strategically, when the black man was placed out of the black women and the black children's lives strategically, it opened the door up for this here. Do y'all remember a teaching about the Willie Lynch letter? Now, I'm going to tell you some things on that. I'm going to give you some key nuggets. But mind you, I'm not saying this here for an excuse. No, I'm telling you the foundational basis on why we operate. But the thing, like I say about truth, once you get truth, you held accountable. You can no longer blame the quote-unquote white man for your actions for being a nigger. We use this stuff about the drug selling, the guns. And we'll say this here stuff like, well, we didn't bring the drugs and guns over here. You know, you hear from these here Muslims and stuff, you know, in Farrakhan and stuff. So how do you think the drugs and the guns, they got over here? You know, black man can't go across seas and get no plane and go get tons of drugs and plenty of automatic weapons and bring over here. And we'll use that for a crutch to make excuses on why we sell drugs to each other, on why we take guns and kill each other. We don't have guns in our sole possession to protect us from other cultures. We keep guns in our sole protection to protect us from each other. I know this thing is kind of rough right now, but just sit still and just let God do some surgery in there. Because if we don't get this thing together, people, our children and grandchildren and great-grand and so on is going to pay the ultimate price for this. We are out here like savage beasts. And I know you're going to have a lot of black folks talking about, well, that's not for me and my family. Me and my family, we doing good. I raised my children right, and they doing good. I got some that's going to college. I got some doing good. Me and my family doing good. And that's selfish. And if you're not careful, you'll open a door for some of that drama to come to your doorstep. And let's see then if it don't apply to you. See, this stuff applies to black people as a whole. And we make so many excuses on why we still do the stuff we do today. Look at our neighborhoods. They nasty, they filthy, garbage everywhere. And watch this. We've gotten so used, we have gotten immune to this stuff, we don't even notice it and walk right. And we get mad at the white folks when the government don't come by and clean up. Why do we expect people to care more for us than we do for ourselves? How can we expect them to care more for us than we do ourselves? It's not the white folks bringing drugs and guns into our communities and selling them. It's not the white man that's standing on the corner and selling drugs to us. It's the black man. It's the black woman. It's not the white man that's throwing garbage all on the streets and on the porches in the alley and garbage cans turned over and all. It's not the white man. It's the black man. It's the black woman. It's the black children. It's not the white man that's taking these automatic weapons and shooting a black man. It's not the white man. It's the black man. It's the black woman. It's the black children. Let me show you something what Willie Lynch said. Watch this. This is what Willie Lynch said. Willie Lynch was a white slave owner. And he had gave a system to other white slave owners, and he was teaching them how to raise slaves. Listen to what he said. And he put the colors against each other, the old against the young, coarse hair against the good hair, and all that stuff there. Then he said, this is what he said. The black slave, after receiving this indoctrination, shall carry on and will become self-refueling and self-generating, watch this, for hundreds of years, maybe thousands. What he did, he implemented a system in the blacks over 400 years ago. And that system, all he had to do was one time. And the blacks ourselves made it a self-refueling and self-generating. It was a revolving door. Listen to what he said. Don't forget, you must pitch the old black versus the young black male, the young black male against the old black male. You must use the dark-skinned slave versus the light-skinned slave, and the light-skinned slave versus dark-skinned slave. Watch what he say. You must understand the short-range goal. See, this stuff has to do with economics. We don't understand racism has to do with economics. We blacks don't understand racism. See, I am not naive that racism exists today. Racism is more now than it's ever been. It's just more high tech. If you don't believe that, all you got to do, go into the job system, go into the judicial system, go into the school system, go into the housing system, go into the credit system. You'll see racism is more now than it's ever been. It's just more high tech. And this is why we blacks need to hurry up and get it together so we can come together. Because Willie Lynch understood that in order to divide a nation, he himself had to have a plan that's unified. Watch this. Watch that. And what he did mainly, his sole purpose, watch this here, was the women and the children. He understood this. For orderly future, special and particular attention must be paid to the female and the youngest male. And the youngest offspring. Watch this. Watch this. Listen to what he's saying. This is how he know that unity has to come together. Note, neither principle alone will suffice for good economics. All principles must be employed for orderly good of the nation. He understood these principles must come together. Unity is what brings about division in other things. He understood this, and he understood how to divide the black man from the black woman. Watch this. Watch this. You must keep your eye and thoughts on the female and the offspring of the nigger. He got to keep his sole purpose on the black woman and the black children. Let me show you how he did this here thing. And watch, you see yourself in here, black man. You don't see yourself in here, black woman. You don't see yourself in here, black child. I'm seeing myself in here. And I'm telling you, there has to come a time right now to where we're going to have to dismantle this Willie Lynch thing. We're going to have to dismantle this here thing and stop being a nigger. Because if not, we are going to self-destruct. It has almost got to the point to where we cannot continue to keep crying out racism. Because self-racism is more dangerous than anything. We killing each other because we don't like each other. The whites done started because they didn't like us. Now they implement it in us. Now we kill each other because we don't like each other. We don't trust each other. Most black marriages, there's no trust. I'm going to shut my mouth, boy, because I'm trying to help us. Watch this here. Watch this. Watch what he say. Listen to this here part here. Pay little attention to the generation of original breaking. He's talking about the one that they first did 400 years ago. Pay little attention to that. All they had to do is implement the system for 1 full year, consistency, banging them. And he said they themselves are making a revolving door. We ain't got to do nothing else for the rest of our life. Watch this. But concentrate on future generations. Therefore, if you break the female mother, she will break the offspring in its early years of development. And when the offspring is old enough to work, she will deliver them up to us, for her normal female protective tendencies will have been lost in the original breaking process. The black female and the black children, the black female normal tendencies. Women, I know y'all ain't finna like this here. Boy, be careful with your words, Ehud. Be careful with your words. Lord have mercy. You were not intended. You were not created to take care of yourself. The white man knew that. The white man knew that. You were not intended to take care of yourself. You were created to depend on the black man. The white man knew that. Now, I'm not making no excuses for us. The devil is a lie. We are held accountable. That's what's wrong now. We don't want accountability. We'll take this here Willie Lynch thing and run it in the ground and keep doing that foolishness, what we doing. And as a result, look at our culture. Look at our black culture. We jacked up in every area. I mean, nobody respects us. And why should they? We don't even respect ourselves. Look how we are. Look at us as a black family. Look at us as a black community. Look at us as a black spiritual church. Look at us. We are off the charts ignorant, not ignorant, ignorant. We don't even deserve other vowel and consonant. We doing goof and we steady making excuses. I used to make the same excuses. I'm not exempt from this here. We'll say stuff like, well, you can't tell them drug dealers, man, to stop selling drugs, man. How they gonna provide, man, for their families, man? They making all them. They gonna provide just like everybody else providing. Go out here and get a job at McDonald's, sweep the floor or something like everybody else. If everybody else can go out there and do it, you can do it. Ain't no more excuses. No more shutting that down. No more excuses. You ain't got no business killing your black brother. You ain't got no business killing your black sister. How are you killing black children? Who are you aiming at? How are you doing that? You will get gangstered up and go and drive by and kill your black brother. Kill your black sister. Kill your black children. But another race come in your face and you dumb it down. You wimp up. Stop being a nigga. What's this? What's it? This is how he using the women. Take the female and run a series of tests on her to see if she will submit to your desires willingly. Test her in every way because she is the most important factor for good economics. The culture know, any culture know that the foundational basis of a strong family, the foundational basis of a strong community, the foundational basis of a strong church is the man. Every culture know this, except for us, black folk. Every culture know it, except for us, the black folk. This is why we got men just loose out here. Loose out here. We got men just loose. Running loose. I mean loose. No honor. Weak. It done got so now I ain't never seen so many weak black men in my life. And we steady make excuses. All the white man, they keeping me down. Yeah, set up to keep me down. Yeah, set up to keep you down. I'm not naive to that. The system was designed to keep you down. The system was designed to keep me down. I'm not naive to none of that. It's time out for excuses. it's time out for excuses. We got to start somewhere. We got to start somewhere, man. Let me show you how he do the women. Because, see, the women are the most important thing to the white man as far as keeping us jacked up. Watch it. Let me show you this principle, what he used as far as the women. He said, then we take the nigger male, this how he did the men. Then we take the nigger male away from them. No, we breed 2 nigger males with 2 nigger females. Then we take the nigger male away from them. Now, so now we got the male in the house now with the family. And they take them away from them. This is how they know that the woman is supposed to be relying on the man. Watch this. Understanding is the best thing. Therefore, we shall go deeper into this area of the subject matter concerning what we have produced here in this breaking process of the female nigger. This is why it's dangerous to keep calling ourselves this here. We have reversed the relationship. I'm going to let that set in. We have reversed the relationship. In her natural uncivilized state, she would have a strong dependency on the uncivilized nigger male. They understood that her role, her natural role, is to depend on the black man. The black man is supposed to be the one that provides. It's supposed to be the head. But you know what they'll do? They'll give the black woman a job before they give the black man. You remember that segment on Good Times when James in Florida went out for a job and the white man gave the job to Florida? And he said something that was so profound. He said, we're going to keep the woman because she's good for economics. The same thing he said there. As a result, James was angry and upset because now Florida was the breadwinner. She was bringing home the bread. See, you can say what you want to say, but the roles have been reversed now in the black culture. This is why so many white women are able to go out with their children and their children have play dates and stuff. Because the white man got the good job and he out there hanging and he's out there making all the real money. So the wife can stay at home. The Bible says that a child left to himself brings the mother to shame. Not the father. The Bible says a child left to himself brings the mother to shame. Because the black man is supposed to be out providing. The white woman, the black woman is supposed to be home nurturing the home. This is why Luther made that song, "A house is not a home." Only the black woman can make the house a home because she's the nurturer. They know how to divide the black man from the black woman. Watch how they do it. Because they reversed the roles. They took the black man out. And we, black men, still use this as an excuse and we want to stay gone. But no more today. I'm talking from my own life, from experience. I'm talking from experience. Now, mind you, when you got a black woman who want to do her own thing, who want to just act ignorant and want to be rebellious and turn the kids, this is how they do. They turn the children against you. Now it's you against the entire household. Because they've got this mindset. Watch this. We reverse nature by burning, for fear of the young male's life, she will psychologically train him to be mentally weak and dependent. What's that? What have you got? You've got the nigger woman out front and the nigger man behind and scared. Now he said that they will provide for the woman. So they'll give the woman Section 8. They'll give her food stamps. Well, link card, whatever you call it. They'll give them that. They'll get them a job. While we go out here and struggle to find a job, they'll get them a job. They'll get them all this here. And by the black woman not having knowledge of her role, by the black man not having knowledge of his role, we got two confused, angry people colliding because the roles have been reversed. So now we wonder why we have angry black women, because they've taken on roles that they were not created to take on. And now we have an angry black man because he's taken on a role that he was not created to take on. He was not created to just stay at home and depend on the woman to do this here. But then the black woman will raise the young black man to depend on the black woman. Now we got this here young black boy being raised by the black woman, and when you have a black man who comes into this black boy's life and want to bring some morals and standards and principles, she's already adapted, she's already been trained in her mind that she's going to take care of this here because he's not qualified. She is going to raise him. So now she's going against all governmental authority that he laid down because she's been trained like this here. Now we have this here young black boy who grows up to be a weak black man. Watch this. This is a perfect situation of sound sleep and economics for them. Before the breaking process, we had to be alertly on guard at all times. Now we can sleep soundly, for out of frozen fear, his woman stands guard for us. She's doing the work. She's doing the work for him. Because now, we black men, we have, see, y'all don't understand that when a black man comes into the picture, we have a need to be needed. If we're not needed, there's no sense of us being around. The black man has a need to be needed. But nowadays, the black man is so soft and so weak. So soft and so weak. So soft and so weak. But we'll kill each other. We'll gangster up on each other. Man, I'm a gangster. What you talking about? Pow, pow, pow. Get on these jobs. Boy, I'm talking from experience. I was telling this guy on the job, I said, man, if most of y'all black families, black women and children saw how y'all are on these jobs toward these white folk, they'll dishonor you altogether. That's another statement I'll be making later. Now watch this here. Watch this. Because we got to understand that we got to stop making excuses for what we do now as a black people. Self-accountability has to come in right now. It does. It's self-accountability has to come in now. We black men cannot continue to be loose. We cannot continue to be irresponsible. And we cannot continue to make excuses about the white man keeping us down. We know it's been set up from the beginning. This is all the more reason why we got to come together, my brother. This is why we got to come. We got to stop killing each other. We got to stop selling drugs to each other. We got to stop this here. Because the ultimate ones who are going to pay for it is the black women and the black children. Black men, we are the foundational basis of our black family. We are the foundational basis of our black community. We are the foundational basis of our black churches. This is why our communities are like, I am a firm believer that if we black men come together, our black families, our black communities, and our black churches, they'll get erected. They'll stand up straight because now they'll begin to see order. They'll begin to see protection. They'll begin to see provision. They'll begin to see moral standards and principles that are upright, that are leading to a life of next level living, which is economics. The racism thing has much more to do with just our skin color. The bottom line, the foundational basis is economics. If you notice, any culture who the men in a wide scale is leading it, the economics is strong. Unity brings about this. When the black men are divided, it opens the door for poverty. It opens a Pandora box because now the foundation has been broken. Listen to what Jesus said over in Mark 3, verse 27. But no one can go into a strong man's house and ransack his household goods right and left and seize them as plunder unless he first then indeed he may thoroughly plunder his house. They understand this here, how to divide and conquer. We as black men, we know it's racist. I ain't finna be making no excuses for us. I ain't finna be making no excuses for you, black man. I ain't finna be making no excuses for you, E-Hood, black man. I ain't be making no excuses. No, I'm done with that foolishness. I'm done with that false sympathy. I'm done because our black communities are paying our ultimate price for this mess. I ain't finna be making no more excuses for these black preachers who are not teaching us the real deal on who we are and how we can come up out of this mess. I'm done with the Willie Lynch syndrome. Yeah, that stuff is racist. Yeah, this system is racist. Yeah, these white folks are racist. Yeah, all this stuff is set up against us. But until we come together, we won't be able to come against nothing. And as a result, a lot of stuff that we do to ourselves, to our self-demise, a lot of stuff that we do, although what they do is ultimate racism, what we do validates their racism. The foolishness that we own. We got the black women in these houses so disrespectful to black men that come into their homes, that come to bring order. I'm not talking about no any goofy black man, so you got to hear me when I'm talking. I'm trying to help us. I'm trying to help us. I'm trying to help us black people. And I know this stuff is hard and heavy. I know it's hurting. Man, this thing hurting me. But before healing can come, we got to get some pain. And we bogus. Black women are so dishonorable to these black men. Talking all out the side of their neck. Then some of them are quiet and real sneaky with it. And they put the children against them. Like in a household. So now you got the man running the house the way he wants to. And the woman coming against the order that he's laying down. She bucking against authority. So now the children, by them wanting to be children, they gonna go with the one who gonna let them do what they want to do. So now we have an overthrow in the kingdom. So now we got the black woman and the black children going against the black man. And he gonna do this here so long until one or two things are gonna happen. He's gonna either get violent or he's gonna shut down altogether and bag up. One of the two. There is no in between. Then we have these little black churches don't teach us nothing. They gonna quote a few scriptures and have us running around and shouting and wigs falling off and suits getting nasty and we running around and throwing all our money up here, ain't learned nothing, and leave the church broke and unlearned and stuck. Ain't taught the woman how to be a woman, ain't taught the man how to be a man, ain't taught the children how to be children. This is why the children are so dishonorable, because of the parents. And we keep making all these excuses. We keep making these excuses about the white man. They are no longer our problem. They sitting back, or because we doing the work for them now. They don't have to do anything. There's no unity with us. Every time something happens, we have all these marches going on. The blacks want to get out and march and tear up cars and tear up grocery stores and loot and do all this here fool. No wisdom. We get out here and march and protest with no wisdom. Just doing stuff. And we steady make excuses. We got black folks on a job who in authority will actually put their foot on black people's necks. Also, they can prove to the white man, look, massa, I got my foot on this nigga neck. Look, massa. I've seen it time after time, year after year. We got black people in charge in these work areas, and they just putting their foot on black folk necks. We don't trust each other. We don't want each other to have nothing. And we use this thing about the crab mentality. No, we need to stop this mess. We out of order. We jacked up. And then every time something comes, oh, we want to have sympathy and protest and all this old goofy mess. Lives still ain't getting no better. We can start by cleaning up our house. Our houses be nasty, our apartments nasty. We can start by cleaning up. I'm just trying to help us. We can start by cleaning up our own house. Start by cleaning up the bedroom. You can start from there. Go outside and get a cleaning party, get a cleaning committee to clean up the block, clean up the neighborhood, and enforce it. Unlike when the man brings government into the family, the government is not being enforced by the black woman. As a result, now we have black children growing up rebellious. Trying to help us. I'm trying to help us. Because we jacked up. We got to stop being a nigga. Because the only ones who are hurting bad is us. We have no unity. No unity at all. Now these people who be on these jobs and they got their foot on each other's necks, some of y'all are doing it. Some of you black folk who are supervisors and managers and whatever, and y'all got your foot on black folks' necks trying to prove something to these white folk. Let me tell you something. Them people don't care nothing about you. I wish I could find it. But now, Willie Lynch said, you must get them to trust you, but you must never trust them. Now watch. You'll be in these jobs and you actually pounding your foot on the black folk, Oh, master, look, master. Look. Look how I'm treating this nigga. Yeah. Now, let me tell you how I believe if the white people who you trying to impress, say like they at the dinner table at their house, and the children saw a little rap concert or something. Let me tell you how I believe the conversation would go with the white person that you try and impress talking to their family. It'll go a little something like this here. All those niggers are not tough like that. Oh, they're not like that. You should see them when I'm at work. All they cater to me like slaves. All they bow their heads when they talk to me. All they'll trash over each other just to get my approval. Oh, I don't trust any of them, but I use them. Oh, that's how they are. But they're not that tough. When I step on the floor, oh, they're quiet. Oh, they go to working real fast. Boss, I'm working. And you think, we got to get this stuff together. We got to get this stuff together. We got to stop being in it. We black folk got to get some boldness in us and stop being in these, I'm going over to the black church now. We got to stop being in these black churches and allowing these black spiritual leaders to play us like puppets on a string for their pockets. We gonna have to man up and woman up and let these preachers know, if you don't get this thing right, we gone. If black folks get in their Bible and learn who they are, it'll be a bunch of black churches shut down. A bunch of them. A bunch of pastors out of work. I'm not pastor bashing or none of that. But I'm telling you, the foundational basis is the black man and the church. These are the things that are supposed to build up the black community. Every other culture understands this. But us. We black men don't even know the greatness that's in us. Every other culture know the greatness that's in the black man except for the black man. Everything we do, we excel in it. Every other culture understands this except for us. We got to stop being niggas and get this thing back right. Ain't you tired of marching for nothing? Ain't you tired of protesting for nothing? And then you got these rotten civil rights leaders who just want some TV time to come and march with you on this gut. Ain't you tired of this mess? No more excuses. I don't care what you don't like. I'm telling you, you got to stop being a nigga. Get you some intelligence. You a black person that got greatness in you. You need to act like it. You need to bring it out. Black men, well, you need to stop being so weak. We got to stop being so weak. I know this hurts your feelings. I don't care nothing about your feelings right now. Our culture is at stake. Our existence is at stake. You black women, y'all need to watch your mouth. Your mouth too smart. You're disordered. You're dishonorable. You're dishonorable. Which means you ain't trustworthy. You're dishonorable. And you're teaching it to the children. I don't care nothing about your feelings right now. Our existence is at stake. I care nothing about that right now. You need to shut your mouth. You know that man, LeVar Ball, who got his son going for the Lakers? Now his wife is white, so he got them kids. Now he raising them boys like he want to raise them. You can say what you want to say. Now he call them arrogant or whatever, but he raising them boys. Them boys are out there. You got one that's making millions, ain't gonna be making millions more, and he training them boys up. And notice, you ain't heard nothing from that white woman. She done kept her mouth shut from what we know, and kept her mouth shut and living like a white queen. You black women can learn something from that. Keep your mouth shut. If you got a black man that's in your children's life that's actually trying to move in the right direction, you need to get deliverance from control and shut your mouth and let that man handle his business. If he doing something wrong, what you need to learn is some savvy on pillow talk. And when you get him in the bedroom, baby D, let me holler at you, man. Man, look, I love what you're doing, but man, maybe we can do it. Once y'all done had your little bam, bam sex going, baby, look, maybe we can do it like this here. You know, I think that was a little rough. Maybe you can try and do. But no, you black woman, you want to open your mouth and be disrespectful in front of the children, which decrease the honor that they have for him. Shit. Trying to help us. Black man, you want to beat on a woman because she ain't listening to you. I'd rather just leave. I used to beat on them, boy, look here. I didn't play with them. I'm telling you, I didn't play with them. But I've learned. I don't put my hand on you. I just get out your face. We got to come together. It's time. It's time to come together. It's time for us black men to get this thing right. The black man is the foundation of our black culture getting back right. It's up to us black men to come together and watch how it trickled down to the black woman and the black children. It's time for us to come together. We want to get this here thing right so we can stop being niggas. This your boy, E. Hood, pastor of Full Impact Ministry. Stop being a nigga. And I'm out. Peace.